Welcome back, everyone. Today we're counting down the top 2 most valuable United States Monticello Jefferson nickels. These coins became incredibly valuable because of their rare mint marks, minting errors, exceptional condition, and intense demand at major coin auctions. If you're a coin collector or simply curious about valuable pocket change, stay until the end. Coin number 1 is so rare that collectors have paid over $30,000 for a single example. The United States Jefferson nickel has been a familiar part of everyday American life since 1938, but every year collectors search through millions of these 5-cent coins, hoping to discover an overlooked rarity. Among modern issues, the 2015 D. Jefferson nickel from the Denver Mint has attracted attention from collectors who enjoy assembling complete Jefferson nickel sets. While most circulated examples are common, certain high-grade pieces and unusual mint errors have brought surprising prices at auction. Today, we are taking a close look at the 2015 D. Monticello Jefferson nickel in very fine condition, exploring its history, unique features, rarity, collector demand, current market value, and whether it deserves a place in your collection. The 2015 D. Jefferson nickel continues the famous return to Monticello design that was restored in 2006 after the completion of the Westward Journey nickel series. The obverse features a modern portrait of President Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse displays his historic Virginia home, Monticello. Produced at the Denver Mint and identified by the small D mint mark, this coin was struck in an enormous quantity of approximately 846 million pieces, ensuring that millions entered circulation across the United States. Although its mintage was very large, collectors still seek well-preserved examples because finding coins with strong details and minimal wear becomes increasingly difficult as they circulate for years. One of the most recognizable features of the 2015 D. Jefferson nickel is its composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing exactly 5 grams and measuring 21.2 millimeters in diameter. The front of the coin displays Jefferson facing forward with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2015. On the reverse, the beautifully detailed image of Monticello is accompanied by the words EPLUBUSUNUM, MONTICLLO, 5 cents, and United States of America. The Denver Mint mark does not appear on the reverse, but instead sits on the obverse to the right of Jefferson's portrait. In very fine condition, the coin still shows moderate wear, but the major design elements remain bold, the lettering is complete, and Monticello's architectural details are still clearly visible. Although the 2015 D. Jefferson nickel is not considered a rare date because of its massive production, collector demand remains steady. Many numismatists build complete date and mint collections, and every year requires both the Philadelphia and Denver issues. Modern collectors also search for examples with full steps on Monticello, exceptional strikes, brilliant mint luster, or dramatic mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. These special varieties are significantly scarcer than ordinary circulation coins and often become the focus of competitive bidding whenever they appear in major auctions. When discussing value, it is important to separate ordinary circulated coins from exceptional collector pieces. Normal 2015 D. Jefferson nickel in very fine condition usually carries only a small premium over its face value and commonly sells for just a few cents to around $1, depending on the market and the buyer. Uncirculated examples certified in higher mint state grades can sell for several dollars, while superb examples with outstanding preservation or the coveted full steps designation have reached values from tens of dollars to well over $100. Rare mint error examples have achieved even stronger auction prices, proving that condition and striking quality are the true keys to value rather than the date alone. For collectors, the best advice is to inspect every 2015 D nickel carefully before spending it. Use a magnifying glass to check for unusual errors, strong strike quality, and sharp details on the steps of Monticello. Avoid cleaning coins, because cleaning can significantly reduce their collector value. If you discover a remarkably well-preserved specimen or a coin showing an obvious mint error, consider having it authenticated and graded by a respected third-party grading service. Professional certification can greatly increase buyer confidence and may lead to much stronger auction results if the coin proves to be an exceptional example. The 2015 D. Jefferson nickel reminds us that even modern pocket change can become an exciting collectible. While a typical very fine example is not a rare or high-value coin, the finest certified pieces and unusual mint-era varieties demonstrate that modern nickels can still surprise the collecting world. Every coin tells a story, and sometimes that ordinary 5-cent piece sitting unnoticed in a coin jar may become the next discovery that attracts collectors and auction bidders alike. So before you spend your next Jefferson nickel, take a closer look. You never know what hidden treasure could be waiting in your pocket. Next up, the 1995 Jefferson nickel with the Philadelphia P mint mark is one of the most recognizable 5-cent coins of the modern United States series. At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary circulating coin, and millions of Americans have handled one without giving it a second thought. However, coin collecting has shown that even common-looking coins can become fascinating collectibles when their condition, strike quality, or unusual varieties are taken into account. Today, many collectors continue searching through old coin jars and pocket change hopping to discover an exceptional 1995 P. Jefferson nickel that could be worth far more than its face value. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin honors Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, while the reverse displays his famous Virginia home, Monticello. In 1995, the Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 774 million Jefferson nickels with the P mint mark, making the issue very common in circulation. Because of this enormous mintage, the vast majority of surviving examples are not considered rare. Nevertheless, collectors remain interested in high-grade specimens, full steps examples, and unusual mint errors that occasionally appear in the marketplace. A genuine 1995 P. Jefferson nickel has several identifying features. The obverse displays the portrait of Thomas Jefferson with the date 1995 and the small P mint mark to the right of the portrait. The reverse features Monticello with the inscriptions EPLUOBUSUNUM, MONTICLLO, 5 cents, and United States of America. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 5 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and has a smooth edge. Collectors pay close attention to the sharpness of the steps on Monticello because coins showing complete, uninterrupted steps, known as full steps, are significantly scarcer and much more desirable than ordinary strikes. In fine condition, a 1995 P. Jefferson nickel has noticeable circulation wear. Jefferson's hair details are partially worn, and the details of Monticello are softer than on an uncirculated coin. Although a fine-grade example is collectible for those building date and mint sets, it is not considered a rare coin because so many examples survive. The real rarity comes from coins preserved in superb mint state grades or those certified with the coveted full steps designation. These premium quality coins are far more difficult to find and attract intense competition whenever they appear at major auctions. Collector demand for the 1995 P. Jefferson nickel depends almost entirely on quality. A typical fine example usually sells for only its face value or a small premium, making it an affordable addition to any collection. However, certified mint state examples with exceptional eye appeal become increasingly scarce as the grade rises. Coins graded MS-67 have realized several $100s, while the finest known examples with outstanding strike quality have sold for even higher prices in specialized auctions. Full steps specimens are especially sought after because they represent superior striking quality and are much less common than ordinary circulation coins. Current market values clearly show the difference that condition makes. A 1995 P. Jefferson nickel in fine condition generally brings only about 5 to 20 cents, depending on the buyer and market demand. Attractive uncirculated examples may sell for around $2 to $30, while certified MS-67 examples have reached approximately $400 or more. Exceptional full steps coins in elite grades can command significantly higher auction prices, because of their rarity and strong collector demand. These remarkable sales demonstrate that it is not simply the date that creates value, but the combination of preservation, strike quality, and professional grading. For collectors, the best approach is to inspect every 1995 P. Jefferson nickel carefully under good lighting. Look for sharp details, original mint luster, and complete steps on the reverse. Any unusual mint errors, doubled dies, off-center strikes, or dramatic die cracks should also receive careful attention because such varieties can carry substantial premiums. If a coin appears exceptionally well preserved or displays outstanding full steps, professional grading by a respected grading service may increase both its marketability and potential value. In conclusion, the 1995 P. Jefferson nickel in fine condition is an interesting collectible, but not a genuinely rare coin. Its enormous mintage means that circulated examples remain plentiful and are usually worth only a small premium over face value. The real excitement lies in discovering superb mint state examples, rare full steps coins, or significant mint errors that can sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. For dedicated collectors and treasure hunters alike, every 1995 P. Jefferson nickel is worth a closer look, because an ordinary-looking 5-cent coin could still become an extraordinary numismatic discovery.